Hi everyone. Happy Lucky Friday the 13th. Today is going to be obviously day number 13 of Diamine's Inkvent Calendar for 2024. Obviously the black edition, like lucky number 13. It's one of my lucky numbers. I've never understood the superstitious paranoia and avoidance and basically like terror some people have at the number 13 to the point of pretending there's no 13th floor in buildings. Like seriously, what's going on there? But anyway, I have no idea what's behind this store, although I did have a dream a couple of nights ago about like the 13th, 14th, and 15th inks sitting on like top of one another, and I dreamt the 13th was kind of an orangish color, and but I knew this couldn't be real because like the first word in the name of the ink was glutinous. Like why, who would put that in a name of an ink? And but obviously I have no idea what's behind the door other than like some of the dreams I've been having, which I'll obviously find out when I open if they're true or not. And I have to preface this yet again by saying if you're going to open it earlier, even if you're like posting it on social media the day of, at least have the common courtesy to do some spoilers and like hide the pictures and names and descriptions and such, because that's kind of ruining it for people who might not have had time to get around to opening it yet that day. Maybe they have a long hard day at work, at school, they don't get home until like 10, 11 in the evening, and that's they're looking forward to that, and they were like checking on like, Facebook on their phone during work at lunch or something, or at school, and oh surprise, it's dumped dropped right on top of my feed. I have no way to get away from it. Oh, that's spoiled. I'm not looking forward to that one anymore. Just have the common courtesy to do spoilers. But anyway, the number 13 is here, and let's see what's behind the door. Let's see. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. There it goes. Ooh, it's purple. Lullaby. It looks like a lighter shade of purple. I don't know if this is going to be shimmer or not, but it looks like maybe possibly because of the particular type of color. Oh, it is a, no, it's not a shimmer. It's a standard ink, but that's really nice. It looks like a kind of like lilac-y, lavendery kind of purple color. I love, love, love purple. Like right today I'm wearing my purple cat's eye plugs. It's just one of my totally favorite color, and let's just do the swatch and the writing sample. So it's going down a lovely shade of purple. It is on the lighter end of the purple spectrum, much, much lighter. Maybe I didn't like put enough on the brush, but obviously it does. Yeah, there it's going a little bit, but it still looks on the lighter shade of the purple spectrum. I did obviously, I'm sorry, saying obviously too much already again. Did see from the label on the bottle, the color, it does look like a lighter shade of purple anyway, so that's not like I was expecting darker purple, but the writing sample will tell much more, and I am seeing a little bit of pinkish as it's drawing, but it's definitely not a loud, like bold, bright, like obvious in your face purple. So let's see. Yeah, it's still coming up very, very light when I put down the swatch. Maybe a third layer would tell a slightly different story up at the top. Let's see. It's, it's a little bit darker, but still way lighter than I usually prefer my purples to be. But the writing sample will determine more. So let's just put it off to the side and do the dip pen writing. Yeah, it's still going down in that lighter shade of purple, lilac or lavender, something like that, or more of a like a pinky purple. But it is a nice color. Might obviously, I'm sorry, I yet again saying obviously way too many times. I had totally no idea that was a bad habit of mine. But anyway, it would look darker and such in a much broader nib, but right now in the finer nib of this particular dip pen, it does look a little bit on the light side. But again, the nib size does determine so much. That's why I've been getting much more into mediums this past year, because they do show off inks so much better, even if it's not an ink with special properties. Just to make, for example, a light pink might become much, much darker pink in a broad nib, or a larger size of medium nib, or something that looks like practically see-through. You can barely read it back on the paper. Might look a little bit darker in a bigger nib. So just write I was forgetting all these past days to write on the side. It's from Diamine Inkvent. It's harder to maneuver in this little dip pen. Diamine Inkvent. day 13. It's a pretty ink. The longer writing sample might determine if I want want a full bottle or not. As you can see, it's drying out to a very, very light shade of purple, and it looks very, very more towards the pinkish side of the purple spectrum down towards the bottom. Even when I laid on the most ink near the top, it's still drying pretty light, and you can see the writing sample, that's also a very light kind of purple. And here, well, this paper, this can kind of play tricks because it's different from some of the other fountain pen friendly notebooks I have. For example, it just soaks up ink from some pens that look closer to like fine nibs on other fountain pen friendly paper, which I have, and sometimes it just doesn't register colors correctly, but it does look very similar to what's on the swatch card, except it's just a little bit lighter. But obviously, I'm sorry again, I'm saying obviously too many times. This is, different types of paper, so that's kind of to be expected. I don't know if I would get a full bottle or not, but this is a lovely color. So they have been, doing winners pretty much every single day so far. I'm glad I took a chance and decided to like get this Inkvent, try something new, step out of my comfort zone. Thank you very much for watching all the way through to the end, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for day number 14 of Inkvent. And because that will be a Saturday, I unfortunately, once again, as I did on the 7th day, I will not have any benefit of natural light because I do not use my computer on Saturday until after nightfall for religious reasons. But like hopefully the beauty of the ink will shine through, even though I will only have artificial lights in. So see you guys again. Bye.